So today I decided to go ahead and channel 3 different messages for people. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple stones, and I want you to take some time to really meditate on which stone you want to use. Depending on the stone, that reading will be for you, and you can go ahead and just skip to whatever time your stone is, okay? Cool. So here are the 3 choices for today. We have group 1, which is the selenite rod. We have group 2, which is the malachite. It's this pretty green color. And we have group 3, which is the rose quartz triangle. It's really pretty. Okay, go ahead and pause and meditate on it, friends. Hi guys, so if you chose group 1, you chose the selenite rod. The thing that I love most about selenite is it is one of the few crystals that you can actually combine with your other crystals and it'll actually cleanse them. So if you don't have time to really do a full moon cleanse for your crystals or things of that nature, you would usually reach out for this. It's a very good protection piece. It really helps elevate the mood, really makes like a peaceful kind of vibe. So I really like this. This is one of my favorites. So you probably picked this because you're feeling, I'm sorry. Goodbye, babe. You probably picked this because you're going through a time now where you're cleansing things out. You're getting rid of the old and in with the new. Or it may be forced upon you and you're not wanting it. Who knows? Let's find out. So the first 3 cards that I pulled for you guys were the 8 of Wands. I pulled the Hangman in reverse. And I got the Sun. So right off the bat, this is excellent for me. Like, seeing this is really a good positive combination. So from what I'm seeing, you guys are going to be getting some kind of communication, whether it's through email, messaging, someone like sends you a letter, who knows, but you're going to be getting some kind of communication that's going to be good. It's going to be something positive that you've been waiting for, you know, or not waiting for, and it's just a surprise. Who knows? Either way, this is usually a good omen as to messages to come. Notice by how the bird is kind of flying downwards and he's got this like fire stick in his mouth, and you see how it's kind of like trailing off because it's almost like he's just flying in there so fast, right? So that is like, that's the part that makes me think that it's going to come in very quickly, and it's going to be something that just sparks a fire in you, you know, or just makes you, just sparks something inside you that's like of this catapult of just something good that's going to really start to move you forward. Because the thing with the Hangman is when it's like this, it's a weight card for me. This and a few others, but this one is really hold up, don't do anything, take this time, go inwards, perspection. But when it's in the reverse, for me, that means no more having to wait. That means whatever stagnation, whatever pause, whatever weight there was, that's gone. And there's going to be forward movement now. If it's either this or if it was the Chariot, like that is also an indicator. So even though it's not the Chariot, just being in reverse gives it that Chariot vibe of movement forward, just like onward ho, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. And with the Sun being at the end, that is like the most positive card in the whole deck. Like, sorry. It's the absolute most positive card in the deck. The most. And as you can see, I believe it's Ra. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's the sun god in that. So it's fitting that he would be on the Sun card. But with the Sun comes positivity, comes fertility, like joy, happiness. It's that card that just reminds you, like if you're in a bad place, that everything's gonna be fine. That you just got to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, as one of my other favorite tarot readers says. So like, yeah, it's just really great, you know. Like this combination here really lets me know that whatever this communication is, whatever this message is, whatever it is, it's going to move you forward and it's going to make you really happy. I even asked for a couple clarifying cards. So we got the Knight of Wands. These are advice cards. I'm sorry, not clarifying, advice. So we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Ten of Swords. So in this spread, because the top row is so positive, the bottom row is basically just telling me with the Knight of Wands just to go for it. Just rush into it. Rush into it smartly. Like, make sure everything's lined up before you rush into anything, obviously. Like, make sure it's gonna not screw you over in the long run, but whatever this is, it's gonna be good enough that it's gonna send you forward. It's gonna push you forward, it's gonna move you forward, and it's gonna make you take action. And right now I can kind of see that you're sitting in a position of hurt, of feeling possibly betrayed, let down, disappointed, just really in a place where you're not feeling the best. And so with this, it makes me feel like there could be hesitation when this message comes in. You know, there could be that fear of what if a repeat happens of whatever this was, what if, you know, this happens or that happens. With the Knight of Wands here, it's telling me, like, don't worry about the what ifs. Like, try not to go too deep in it with your feelings. Like, try not to think too much about past things that have happened. Like, try and be open to whatever's gonna be coming your way, because you're gonna need that openness to really help spark that passion to help keep it moving forward. You know, if you're closed off and not ready or accepting for whatever new is trying to come into your life, it's not going to pan out because you're not ready for it. So you just have to make sure that you're in a position of being ready and open. Okay, and so for your oracle card, I pulled Princess, Be Your Own Knight. And I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. I know a lot of people don't like that, but personally for me, this deck especially, amazing messages. And I really feel like the messages usually go a lot more in depth, if that makes sense. So let me go ahead and you guys got number 1. Like, so 0 is like the very, very, very beginning, and 1 is like the spark that causes this whole brand new thing. It's like the ace in tarot. So like, just with it matching this, it's just fitting. Like, the numerology goes right along with what the storyline is. So for Princess, you can be your own knight. You may be in a dire situation you need escaping from. Rest assured, you have the power within to preserve. You already know you didn't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a chivalrous knight in shining armor. You've got your own shield and sword, and with God's help, anyone who thinks they can... Sorry, sometimes she doesn't put quotations and stuff in there like she should. So it should say, you've got your own shield and sword, and by God's help, anyone who thinks they can do a better job. One more time. Let's try this again. Sorry, I'm like really, really weird about like grammar, and so this is the first time I've actually ran into one that's this bad, so just bear with me. You've got your own shield and sword, and God's help anyone who thinks they can do a better job. Okay, so that should have sounded a little bit better. Sorry. Okay. Well, I hope that helped, and sorry for the weird tangle up in words. Bye. Hi guys. If you chose group 2, you chose the Malachite. The Malachite is this really pretty green swirled crystal. This one's polished down. But the Malachite is all about bringing in good luck and fortune. It's a very prosperous stone. It's really good to use with prosperity work for things that you want to manifest. It's just good to carry in your pocket if you just want a day of good luck, or just to kind of help you get through a day where maybe you're not having the best luck. Malachite is one of my favorite stones. So if you picked this, I'm kind of having a feeling that maybe your luck might be slightly off and you're wanting to kind of enhance it maybe, or you know, you're just in a period where maybe you just feel like, you know, like your fortune's not really the best and you're wanting to make it better. So that's what could have attracted you to the Malachite. So for the Malachite, the first 3 cards I pulled were the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. So with the 2 of Wands here, I see a new opportunity being offered up. There's going to be 2 paths that you can choose. Notice how this is like one person, but he's got these 2 faces, each looking in opposite directions. Well, it kind of shows that there's 2 paths you can go down, you know. And usually when I look at this, especially with, like, if you look how he's holding like the key in one hand and the rod in the other, it's showing that you have what you need to move forward with whatever it is. You know, if you feel like it's a project that you're nervous to move forward because you don't have all the resources, or you may feel like you don't know enough, just go for it. You know, like, nobody starts anything knowing everything. You know what I mean? And, you know, when I look at the key here, it's kind of got this like this circular kind of end to it. And for me, that's kind of making me feel like this could be something of a, like, maybe choosing to stay in an old situation or an old job or old habits, old lifestyles that maybe don't serve you. And there's this opportunity to let go and get off the hamster wheel, per se. And you could take this new path, which is with the Ace of... In the Ace of Wands, usually it's a hand holding out a rod, right? And so with this being just one rod here, it makes me feel like this is kind of that ace vibe. So you have one path that's going to be new and vibrant and exciting and scary. And you have another one that may be familiar or may be comfortable. So that could be what it is. You know, maybe there's a job that you could settle for because it's something that you know you can do and you'll make money and it's whatever, you know. Or you could go for your hobby that it's not, you don't know if it's gonna make you money, you don't know if it's gonna do this or that, you know, but you just take that leap, you know, and just see what happens. So with that, I'm feeling like you have that kind of a path opening up to you. And with the Page of Swords in reverse here, I can see that maybe you're having a little bit difficulty choosing. With the Page of Swords in the upright, it kind of means that he's... It's not quite king energy, so I wouldn't say that he's like completely clear and concise, but he has a pretty good idea of where he wants to go. You know, he has a pretty kind of a clear idea of what path he wants to start down. He kind of, you know, so he has a little bit of that intelligence, maybe not quite the intelligence of the king, but he's gaining that, you know. But when it's in the reverse, it can, you know, sorry. When it's in the reverse, it can kind of maybe indicate that you're kind of blocking off these ideas. Like, you may be having negative, like negative commentary in your head. Like, you know, you could be telling yourself, like, I can't do this. You know, I may not be good enough. I may not be smart enough. I may not make enough money. I may not do, you know, it shows that you may be doing that right now. And that kind of energy is not good. It blocks flow. It blocks movement, and it blocks all the blessings. So you don't really want to have that. So anytime you have that feeling of like, oh, this is not going to work out, just literally like start singing Yankee Doodle Dandy in your head. Like, block it out. Like, even if you can't think of anything positive to put in replace, start singing a song. Like, do whatever you have to do to like counteract that mental chatter that's like really putting you in this like, ooh, I don't know what choice to make. You know what I mean? Like, don't let it do that. And, you know, there could be a potential too that with this old path, it could have put you in this position of fear of, you know, this is all I know. I don't know anything else. So this is all that there's going to be, and this is it. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's because it's not. Like, prime example right now, I am going through a separation, you know, like right now I haven't worked in 10 years because I've been a stay-at-home mom, and I don't know what I'm going to do for bills. I don't know what I'm going to do for a house. I don't know, you know, I don't know what's going to come, but I know that I deserve more than where I'm at. And if I have to go back to living in a cardboard box for a year while I bounce back and I prove everybody wrong. I'm going to do that, and so are you. So don't do this. You know, and then for your final card, you get the Knight of Wands, which the Knight of Wands, again, wands are all about action, passion, love, fiery romance, all, you know, like the drive to start a business or a creative idea. Like, it's saying to do that, to lean into that urge to just take off with whatever it is that like is pulling at your heartstrings. Whatever it is that you're feeling this urge towards, go for it. Get rid of the mental chatter, go for it. So I pulled, okay, here they are. I pulled for you guys. So group 1 ended up actually getting 2 cards, and I was only going to do 2 advice cards, but you actually got 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So right now, you could probably be in a position where you're kind of having to walk away from something. You're kind of having to put down these cups that aren't really filling up your joy bucket or whatever. Like, you have to put them down, you have to walk away, and it's probably not the best feeling. Like, I get that, trust me, I get that more than anything. It is horrible, horrible feeling, but you can do it. You just have to put these cups down. You have to just be willing to walk away. And you know, you could be in a potential to lose money. Like, you could lose out on financial stuff. It could put you in a bind. It could put you in a position of, oh shit, money is tight, you know, but it'll be okay, because with that will come this clarity that you need to be going down this other path, that you're going to have the clarity that this 10 of Pentacles situation is not worth this loop-de-loop that you're on. So just cut the loss, walk away, and gain that clarity that this new path is going to be the thing that brings you the luck and good fortune that you are seeking, my friend. And it's going to be wonderful. So for your oracle, I pulled the Phoenix. And ironically, just like how I was saying, like, you may have to cut these losses and you may have to like walk away and, you know, kind of be in that like not loss, adjusting, transitioning. Well, I pulled the Phoenix, and it says, how's that for a happily ever after? And because of this reading being about a choice in which way to go, the fact that it's got the number 9 here at the top is absolutely fitting, 100%. Because the thing with the 9 is it is all about endings. It's about coming to the very edge of a cliff and jumping off and seeing what's next. Like, after the 9 comes the 10, which is final. So you are at that stage where you're at the crossroads. You are at that point where you're almost to the end. You are almost to the end. You just have to make that choice. You just have to make that choice, get that bravery to just be like, yeah, I'm doing this. I don't care what trials and tribulations come. I'm a strong person. I can do this. And you're going to rise up out of the ashes, and you are going to prove all these people wrong. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book, because sometimes the message in the book really helps kind of pack a punch to the reading that's already kind of going on. So for the Phoenix, you guys got, no matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whisperings of your name. So you're going to prove them wrong. You're going to come back, you're going to bounce back, and and I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see it. Good luck. Hi guys, welcome group 3. Okay, so if you chose group 3, you chose the rose quartz triangle. So the rose quartz is actually a crystal about love. It's a loving crystal. It helps amplify self-love. It helps in, you know, rituals where you're wanting to enhance the love that you already have. This is a really great calming, loving crystal. I really love to use this, especially when I'm feeling pretty down on myself, because it helps boost that self-admiration and that self-love, and it's one that I really cherish. So this is like my second favorite stone. One day you'll find out my first. So for you guys, I pulled the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. So for you guys, group 3, actually, and one more thing. You guys may have picked this because of the fact that you are in a point right now where you're not feeling self-love or any love. You may be in a position where, honestly, like, seeing this and like tapping into what I'm feeling, like, I have a stomach ache. Like, this is stressful. Whatever this is, like, I feel it, friend. It's infuriating. Like, I actually feel mad, and I don't really know why. So maybe that's how you're feeling. I don't know. But maybe the cards are just giving me that bad. I don't know. But that could be why you picked this. And whatever it is that's going on, it is something you're really, I don't think you want to walk away from it. I think that you may, maybe on the conscious level, be telling yourself, I'm done, I'm over this, fuck this shit. Like, sorry, like things of that nature. But subconsciously, like, there's a lot of pain and sorrow and maybe not really wanting to walk away. Or if you are wanting to walk away, it's just feeling massive disappointment that you wasted all your time on this shit. Like, I pulled the Queen of Wands in reverse to kind of go with it. When the Queen of Wands is upright, it's about somebody who's passionate, who is very like straight to the point and blunt, but in a good way, in a lovingly checks you kind of way. Very similar to the swords, with the Queen of Swords without the mental activity, basically. You know, she is all about being able to put effort into something, making it come into fruition. She's all about balancing into the feminine energy of fire. She's just a very, just a bold and just wonderful, wonderful card. And when it's in the reverse, to me, that can show somebody who maybe will take advantage of people that aren't really in the position that they're in because of the fact that they're above them, or they feel they're above them. These may be, you know, these may be people who kind of go into situations and maybe aren't completely in it for the right reasons. You know, they could be in it because they enjoy fighting, and the more chaos they can cause, the better. This is somebody very manipulative, very self-serving, very my way or the high, very, to me, it's the reverse, the feminine energy of the Emperor, you know, especially reversed, like just controlling, domineering. She could be somebody who will blow all your money and not even apologize for it after, or try and make it up or do better. She's just not in a good headspace, you know. And this could maybe even be you, where you're blowing your own money and not giving a, you know, crap as to what happens. You know, you could be the one that is maybe being a bit manipulative, or, you know, who's so jaded by whatever is happening or whatever, you can't help but fight anytime you interact with this person. Like, maybe that's the vibe that you're in, you know. When I see it in like this kind of way, it's not, whatever this situation is that you could possibly be ruminating on, or they could be ruminating on, it's not worth ruminating on. It's not worth trying to do the get back, the, you know, I'm gonna one up you thing. Like, just, this is very low vibrational. Like, this is like tit for tat, you know. And then with the Emperor literally next to it and in the reverse, it kind of shows that I think probably all parties in this situation aren't being the most mature, aren't really handling whatever this is very well. Whether this is a overbearing boss at work, because, you know, the Emperor is a leader. So this could be your boss. This could be literally a boss who literally, you go home and you cry every night because you just hate where you work and it's making you miserable. You know, this could be a relationship with your parents where it could be your dad. Honestly, it could be your mom. I don't do gender roles because I just don't. You know, so it could be in that situation where you're just trying to do everything, where you're constantly trying to please them and nothing is ever good enough. And it's putting you in this position of, well, I don't give a fuck anymore then. You know, it could be a partner in your life, honestly. You know, like for me, you know, I have a partner who we're going through a split up right now, and I tried to have mediation with him, and I came to the table with the 3 things like we agreed to. And you know what happened? He didn't have anything. He didn't have 3 options that he told me to come to the table with. He didn't come there wanting to talk things out or to fix things. He came there wanting to fight. He didn't want to mediate. And it turned into a get a lawyer because I'm going to screw you. That's literally it. And I'm not going to lie. It put me in this, I want to freak out. It did. It put me in this, I'm pissed. Why do I keep doing the right thing just to have people poop on me? Literally. Sometimes figuratively. Like, it's annoying. I feel annoyed for you. Like, whatever this is, like, if this is a parent, if you're not on their phone plan, block them. If you are on their phone plan, limit your conversations. Just say, okay, yeah, all right. Don't fight back. I know sometimes you're going to be like, oh, well, you have to. Oh. You really don't. You really don't have to. You really don't have to. And you can tell yourself that I'm going to be better than this situation. I'm not doing that. So for the advice cards that I have, I pulled the 2 of Cups and the Sun, both in the upright. So even though this top row is crap, and it's crap, and this person's a loser, you know, like, or it's just acting like a loser, I should say. Don't let it get you down, because there's going to be a connection that's going to come in. I can't say it's platonic. I can't say if it's romantic. I don't know. That's your life. I don't know your life. But just stay positive. Just stay in this high vibe that whatever this crap is, it's going to blow away. This new relationship or new job, new whatever, this, you know, connection that's coming in is going to be much, much better. And you have to be willing to be open and not in this Queen of Wands energy to be able to accept that, you know, like the best way to be in this vibration is to act this way. If someone's being an asshole, just tell them, like, be like, dude, look, I'm not doing this. This is not productive. So until we have a productive conversation, I'm not doing this. Like, just focus on the positives. Like, don't focus on problems, focus on solutions. Boom. What will fix it? What will fix it? Because that's going to be the thing that's going to change this. Because sitting there like, boo-hoo, woe is me, this isn't, why is this happening? This person is blah, blah, blah. I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. In that, you're not open and you're not able to receive this new thing that's going to come in. So you just stay positive, friend. Just stay positive. And, you know, honestly, you might see sunflowers and stuff before you meet this person. I don't know why. Just getting that vibe. So somebody out there, you may see a lot of sunflowers before you see this person. And it's an S name. It might be an S name. I don't know. So for your oracle, you got potion. Remember to practice self-love. So it goes right along in this. It goes into the let go of whatever that crap was. Focus on yourself. Focus on how you can love yourself and how you can build yourself up to be open to new relationships. You know, she's sitting here and she's doing her little rituals. She's kind of meditating. Like, she's in her zen. She's alone. There's nobody else in this card. It's just her. So you don't need anybody. You just need yourself, and you need to love yourself first. And with the number being 24, 2 goes right along with the Two of Cups. It's a number of togetherness, of union, of yin and yang, balance, blah, 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 blah. It's that. And then 4 is, to me, your angels guiding you. And so when I see 24, I think of just your angels kind of guiding positive unions your way, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and read from the booklet. So remember to practice self-love. You're familiar with the concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rose water face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. This is the universe telling you to take this time to, if your hygiene's not the best, shower. Take a shower every day, twice a day. And when you're showering, practice all the horrible, horrible things that you're feeling are just being washed away. And you know what? Like, I'm going to be the first one to say that I am completely understanding to those who, when they're in their sadness, aren't the best with their hygiene or with self-care, with any of that, because I am one of those people. It took me literally telling myself every day for almost 4 months that I am worth a shower to start showering twice a day. I know that sounds crazy as hell, but in the relationship that I was in before, me taking a shower took too long. This person didn't like that. It took too long. I wasn't able to do my hair. I wasn't able to do the things I needed to do. I had to rush everything. And when I wasn't able to shower the way I wanted to, it made everything else spiral out. If you're not eating the way that you need to be eating, eat the way that you need to be eating. Put down the candy bar, put away the McDonald's, go get you some freaking kale. And I hate kale, so maybe not even kale. Just go get spinach. Like, just, and it doesn't have to be a drastic change. Like, even if you just start by eating soup every day for lunch, do that. If you need to start eating a bowl of oatmeal in the morning for breakfast because you never eat breakfast, do that. Love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved, because you deserve that.